sorry. I missed that good segment. I'm so sorry.
No, you okay? Hey, you guys. Welcome to the Prosperity Podcast. I'm your host, Samia, and I'm back with another episode. So today, y'all, I have a special guest, my homegirl, Danielle. I'm so excited to do this. Yeah, I'm so happy, too. We were supposed to do this so long ago now, so better late than never, right?
Yes. I'm usually on the other side, so I'm excited to just list the questions and just
do
that. So.
Ooh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Yeah. So, can you tell us a little, more about yourself?
Well, I'm Danny. I'm Danielle. Everybody calls me Danny now. It's funny, my boyfriend and it started calling me Danny, and it kind of just stuck. He kind of stuck. Like when I was younger, like my uncle called me D. I had some friends that called me Danny, but it was mostly Danielle. So now I feel like I'm going by Danny, and I love it though. So I'm cool. Danny. I'm the director of operations for a podcast, a digital media company in Canton called Lucas Live Media. We have the sister company, Footage Fusion. We do video editing, and I'm director of actors for that too.
Oh,
so we were really busy, but a mom with some boys. Yes, entrepreneur. Just
you wear a lot of hats.
A lot of hats,
I should have asked you to bring me some soap.
I know. I just made some.
I was just on your page.
I just made some. Steady making that. Yes, so True Body Company. Shout out to Danielle. Earring, please. I've been running that since 2020, and it's funny, like, for me doing content, all that I do is funny. I haven't done a lot of content for True Body.
Yeah, I see. But I was all on your page.
You know what's crazy? People are still buying.
That's good.
I think I just got, as I'm sitting here, I think that is just.
Oh, you just got to order all of that.
Isn't that crazy? I think that is so crazy.
That's something like
it really is. And a lot of the times it's like Alabama orders. People they're not around here.
So
if people are still just buying it. And I think, I worked really hard on that soap though.
You did. You came out with your soap line the same year I came out with my cosmetics line.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I always
remember that. Yes.
Always remember True to Body Co. Because you came out with it the same time I came out with the cosmetics line.
Yes.
And I thought it was super cool. Yeah. I'm about to order me some. I started to ask, did you bring me some?
I should have did that. It's okay. It's funny. Like, we both do content and everything. Yesterday I had I call it a Danny day. I got up and I washed my car and vacuumed it out, went to a couple stores, and I had my jacket on that's for my company too. And I was going to put in my little caption like, jacket available at True Body Company, but girl, I got one piece of content and was just shopping and doing my thing the rest of the day.
I forgot.
I ain't no good, but it was a thought that counts.
No, it's a thought that counts. It be like that, especially like when you just do other stuff. Yeah, and then you do that for your job too. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you gotta I'm trying though. I want to do more content for myself, like more like day to life, like what I'm doing. Yes. Because people like that type of stuff. People want to be in your business here. They want to know what you're doing. I realized that, like, my most liked content is when I post my family. And they'd be like, I don't want to share this stuff. Like, the older you get, the more private it make you want to be. Because people just be so invested. Sometimes that can be scary.
I know. It can be scary, especially with kids. And, like, with the kind of work that I do, I'm always at events or I'm going somewhere and I'm promoting that I'm getting ready to be there. So I always get that in the back of my head, just as a mom. You just you have to think like that.
Yeah, you do.
It's unfortunate, but it does put you like in a hard spot sometimes. Like I'm posting that I'm about to be here, so then you kind of gotta be on, look,
Yeah.
But I'm blessed, so, I'm always praying for peace, to love, protection. So
but it's just being a mom, like just that mom. I don't know. It's just something about being a mom. You just have it instilled in you.
Where I left that hospital that day, I had my son. My mama dropped him home. I was like, girl, you trying to stack?
Need to slow down. Slow down. Yeah. That mama bear come in. Yeah. It's so funny. That's funny. So I wanted to ask you, what's a moment in your life that really shaped who you are today?
Ooh, oh my goodness. So I feel like I've been through a few different moments in my life that shaped me. I always tell people, you ain't from Canton, but I'm from Canton, and I am from the southeast side. I grew up over on Belden, so I was in school, Belden Elementary, and I was kind of a troubled kid. I was nobody like they. I'm always shocking people with that. Yeah, I was kind of my mom and dad, been at the school a couple times. I just had a smart mouth. But when I got in middle school, I tried out for cheerleading. And I was like, it kind of right. It turned everything around because I remember sitting in a meeting and it was like, if you get suspended, if you get, ISS back, whatever. I don't know what they got now, but back before it was that. And so I was like, "Ooh, I want to be a cheerleader. I better not get kicked off his ass and stuff." So at that moment, as far as like, my troubled childhood, fighting and arguing and all that stuff, that kind of stopped a lot.
Once you started cheer.
Yeah, it turned me around. And I had something to lose, I guess, at that point, right? I didn't have nothing to lose being on a cheerleading team. So that was a pivotal moment. Becoming a mom.
For sure.
Becoming a mom changed my mindset, my perspective. And then I'm 30 right now, but then turning 30, like, I think I prepared for 30. Like 28, 29. Like, when you were younger, you always hear you're supposed to have it together when you're 30. All these things are supposed to be. But then when you get here, we're still figuring stuff out. But I feel like as a woman, I'm shedding a lot of things. I'm not caring about things that I used to care about when I was, in my, I guess, early 20s and all of that.
Right. That sounds crazy.
I know, don't it sound crazy? I ain't never said that. So, it is crazy, but yeah, I really enjoy getting older.
Me too. I enjoy my prime. Like, I feel really good.
Really good. Like, I was telling my boss the other day, like, my boss, my brother, I don't even know what to call him, but that's my bro. Shout out to Lucas. But I have this, like, peace in my body, in my heart, in my spirit. This, like, can nobody just disrupt it? Can nobody disturb it? Like, I have this unbotheredness about me.
That's good.
And it feels so good. And, like, I wasn't always that girl. Like, I was kind of always wondering what people thought about me, what they,
what they think and
saying, just as a woman, as a young girl, all those insecurities and things. But it feels so good to, like, let that stuff go. Yeah. It just feels so good. So, I mean, just milestones, I think, have kind of shaped me, into the woman that I am. I've been through, there's a lot of things that I've been through, but I think just milestones. And like I said earlier when we were just talking, I'm not a why me kind of girl.
Yeah.
I'm I went through it, what's the lesson, and how can I help somebody else?
That's really good. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And I can relate to you about the cheering thing, because I grew up cheering too.
Yeah.
For me, it helped me keep my grades up.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to not be able to cheer, so I made sure that my grades was good.
Yes.
So, and I feel like that's why too, like, being a parent, I want my kids to be in sports, because it does just have you, like, it gives you something else to look forward to, if that makes sense.
No, for sure. I know I think one of the best coaches. Her name was Miss B. And she taught us way more than, cheering. Yeah. It was a responsibility. Having your stuff, being on time, accountability, being a lady. I was a cheer coach, okay?
Me too. I was a junior cheer coach. I ended up being a mentor.
All of that. Because that all comes with it.
It does. It really does.
It all comes with it.
Really does.
But one thing particular when it comes to, like, even the self-respect as a young lady. Yeah. When you go to the games, you got to stretch. We wear skirts and the spankies and all that. That would just teach my girls, go to the side and don't bend over in front of the crowd. Just little things. But I know those little things, they kept those. And they would, have some self-respect about themselves. Yeah, some character. And so I think sports, regardless if it's cheerleading, track, whatever,
don't matter. Yeah,
you're learning life skills within the different sports that you play or are involved in, whatever it is. Like, I think all kids should be involved in
something, band, art, no matter.
Yeah,
some type of community.
Especially right now, our kids, they need to have extracurriculars
outside of the internet.
Please.
For real.
It's important. I think it's definitely important.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good answer.
Yeah, thank you.
So, another thing I wanted to ask you, what does success mean to you now compared to when you first, started your career, or just period now? Something compared to.
I'm gonna get deep on you real quick. I was reading this book, and I think it's called 4 Agreements. I'm sure everybody has at least know a little bit about it. But it's 4 agreements of life. And from that, what I took is, when we're born, we're already told what everything is, what success is, what just all these terms. We're told what they are. And so when we grow up, we're trying to like measure up to that. So success is having this new car, buying a house at a certain age, or getting married at a certain age, or being established in your career at a certain age. And I think I'm like marking and crossing that off. Like my idea of success has changed.
Yeah.
I think success for me before were those milestone things, but that was really heavy because approaching 30, you know, you're like, well, dang, I don't still like this, or still like that, right? And so I think success for me right now is what I'm doing right now. I love my job. I love what I get to do. I got healthy boys. I got healthy, you know, I own my home like that, and that's not. Now that's a blessing. That is a blessing. It
you ain't
is
flexing on nobody.
It's a blessing. I ain't trying
Because I'm a homeowner.
yes.
And it's a blessing. It's a big responsibility.
It is.
But it's a blessing.
It is.
Especially right now.
So I think success is just, and even like we were talking earlier, just that freedom, that confidence, you know, that leveling up as a woman, that's success because, you know, as a girl, as a woman, you know, we battle with these different things in our day-to-day life. And I think when you're able to kind of release some of those things, I call it like emotional detachment and emotional. I find I had like emotional attachment issues just growing up.
Yeah.
You know, just, you know, some trauma, you know, when I was younger. And realizing that as I got older, like, okay, I got to release some of these things.
Yeah.
And the way that I feel now, I didn't feel like this when I was in high school, when I was in college, as a young adult, you know, even after having a kid, dealing with postpartum and all of that.
Yeah.
Success is this freedom. Success is just being able to do what I love to do. I get paid for it. You know, success is being a good mom, you know, a good partner, you know, a good friend.
Like, let's say they have healthy kids too.
Yes, like my kids are involved in all types of sports. They got, you know, just good. And my babies are doing good in school. Like that's success to me. You know what I mean? So I'm a very simple girl. Like I enjoy the simple things. So that's success. I don't gotta, you know, have the nicest car and the nicest clothes and all of this. Those things are great. Right. But that doesn't measure success for me. So I think I'm in a good spot. So that's it. And then
that's a good question. I mean, that's a good answer. That's a really good answer.
Thank you, girl.
I'm feeling that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like that. Because I think we are in a day and age where people just look at material things as, oh, that makes you bust.
Material things. You know, then we're just, you know, we both do a podcast. We're doing media and stuff. But I just think social media and influencers, everybody is kind of like comparing themselves. They're trying to, girl, live up to what somebody else got going on. And when I tell people, especially if you're trying to be an influencer or content creator, please don't believe that.
No, for real.
Don't believe that.
Don't compare your journey to somebody else's. Just because you feel like they blew up for a long time, you don't know how long they've been doing it.
And some of these content creators are literally just doing that. It's content. So when they turn the camera off, like, the house might be dirty. It might be one part of the house that they getting their content in. So
right.
You trying to live this aesthetic life, and they're not even living that life.
Exactly.
So just
silly you.
So silly you. So like so much, you know, comparison and trying to validate yourself through social media. Like that's a lot. I can't. That's not to keep up with.
That's too good. And they always tell you like comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So
don't do it. Don't do this. Like whatever makes you happy. Yeah. Like that's all.
And that's what success should look like for everybody, honestly. And I feel like another thing people need to learn how to do is enjoy like the now.
Yes, being present.
Yeah, being present. Yeah. They're always like, okay, I'm here, but I need to get here.
Yes.
So we don't enjoy being right here, or right here is actually lit.
Yeah, not for real.
Right
like
here.
put the phone
but you don't even enjoy this vibe because you're too busy trying to go across the street. So, and I'm saying that for myself too. Like I have to tell myself that sometimes. Celebrate your small wins.
Yes.
Enjoy the now, like, cause you're never gonna be where you are right now.
Absolutely, especially now that we're older.
Exactly.
You look back at them time, you cannot. But no, that's 100% real. That's true. Like living the now, and I'm not one when I talk. Sometimes I'm talking to myself. Like I'm just speaking to myself.
Exactly. And that's why I don't gotta figure it out. Sometimes I have to go back and
Yeah, they remind myself.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, like I give not advice. I stopped saying I give advice. I say I give ideas now because people come back and be like, well, you told me. I didn't know. I gave you an idea. You take it or you don't.
Yeah, that's for you to decide.
That's for you. But I when I talk a lot, it's like some of the things I need to tell myself too. You know, like I don't got it all figured out. Like I'm saying these things. I always feel like I'm like a vessel with God. So like sometimes I'm speaking from a place of like this is coming to me right now. You know what I mean? And I need to hear it myself.
Right.
So
no, for real. I'm like that too. When I just said that's why I'm talking to myself. Okay. Be accountable. I don't ever want people to feel like I'm talking at people. Like, no, I'm here with you. I'm here with you. You know, and that's something too I've been wanting to touch on. Like, I wish that people would stop acting like they're better than somebody. Yeah. Like, don't nobody got a heaven or hell to put nobody in. Like, none of us are perfect, you know? And when we go home,
I'm sure, you know, those people that do that, they go home and they have to look in the mirror and face what ain't right.
Exactly.
So I just show up as yourself. Like, that's part of my company too. You know, I have Stay True by a True Body Company. And that was really like, stop letting the societal views and the societal norms be your norm. Like, you do what you do. Stay true to who you are. Not you try to live up to what everybody else got going on, because I'm telling you, like, I just feel like you're never going to find happiness.
Never going to be happy.
Like, or peace. Or happiness. Or you won't. You will not. Because trying to, you know, I call it like leech with all different personalities. Yeah. Keep trying to grab this
follower.
Okay, that's your own. You just trying to pick from this person and that person, but be your own person, because you don't know what these people you pull it from got going on too.
Like, and then people like that wonder why things don't work out for them. But it's like, you're not being your true authentic self.
You're not doing what you should. You got to find you. Like, what do you really enjoy? What do you like?
Yeah.
Trying to do what somebody else enjoys. Well, you don't like hikes. Don't do it.
Why are you doing that?
I'm
not. I never understood that type of stuff. Like, I've always been the type of person to dance to don't beat them our drum. As you said, and it's funny because some people call me bossy, but it's just like, I don't really think I'm bossy. I just can't be bossed around. I'm not easily influenced, you know?
Yeah.
And I've always been that way.
Yeah. Like, I might, you know, if it's a cute trim, I like the slouch socks.
Right.
I like this.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to grab that. But I like doing my own thing. Like, you know, and I'm like, you know, you stand out. I mean, I don't want to be like everybody else.
Me neither.
It's a lot of
It's only a lot of that going on right now. No, for real. It's a lot of that going on. Another thing I wanted to ask you, what's one thing about you that would surprise most people?
What's one thing about me that would surprise most people? I'm a Libra. Yes, I was got my husband's over here. Yes, you must love. That's why you love. That's why y'all do.
Yeah, Libras are cool. They're very. Y'all are very laid back people. Y'all get upset.
When your birthday? October 28th.
Oh yeah, you're a Libra. I was supposed to have 2 Libra sons, but both of my sons are Virgos.
Oh Lord, baby. Okay, that's why you be stressed. I see why you be stressed. I got a Virgo in my house, a Leo in my house, a Scorpio in my house. I got all the signs, air signs, water sign, fire sign. I got everybody. You're Pisces? That's why I be clicking like this. That's what. Okay,
I get along with Libra.
Yes, I like cool for yeah. But one thing that would surprise people, I don't know. I think I'm an open book. Like,
yeah, I think that is surprising.
Yeah,
if you didn't know you wouldn't think.
Yeah, like it was so much earlier. Like you like
I've known you for a minute. And I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I'm private where I need to be, but I'm as open as they come. So I feel like the things that I say, like anything could surprise people, because I just said I was, cutting up as a kid. We all got whatever, but I don't know. I think I'm an open book, so I
think pretty girls have a stereotype too. A pretty girl stereotype.
There you go. That's the one. My bro Lucas says that all the time. Like, you're not normal. He's like, you could be stuck up, you could be this, you could be that.
I get that a lot too. Like, people literally be like,
"You so cool."
I literally just had that. I just had that's so funny we're talking about this. I just had this happen to me yesterday. I went to Walmart. Girl, I went to Walmart because I've been on TikTok and seeing, girl, all of these cute, like, 2-pieces, like,
I know, the little
some heels.
Yeah.
So I said, I gotta go to
I'm gonna
Walmart
Yes,
see what's going on. Kids was acting crazy. When we get out the house, they be cool. They know how to act. By the time they go to sleep, because I got like a stroller. I can know the stroller film. So I'm like, we got them little ones still. I want to pick out everything. But I don't know. My son 3, he knows when we're going to TJ Maxx, Target. He already knows to the point where I have to dang near avoid the section. But no, seriously, like, Dad, you do that? I thought I had a minute.
Right.
Then he already act like he don't like going to the store with me, like I'm talking too much. Or he at girl stores, he be like, I'm like, dang, come on.
But it's gonna only get worse.
But that's fine. You can go with your dad, and I'll go. That'll mean I tie for myself. So yesterday we went to Walmart. You know those people that be in Walmart asking you about your electricity bill. They normally be annoying, but the people that I met, shout out to them. Emma and Brandon, I remember y'all names. Shout out to y'all. They were so cool. The one girl had asked me, I'm like, I don't pay it, so keep it that way. Oh, here, girl. Then when I came back around, the guy was like, I like your hair. I'm like, thank you. Like, we just started talking. I just started talking to them. And they was like, it was just like, as I was standing there talking, they like, you are really cool. But it was just like, yeah, you didn't think. You could tell. I'm like, I could just tell, like, oh, he thought because I was cute. He had a compliment in my bag. Yeah. He was like, I could tell, like, he thought because I was so cute or put together or whatever he thought that I was going to be stuck up, you know, in a certain type of way. And I get that a lot. Even when I've, like, booked appointments to get my hair done when I get there. Yeah. Oh, wow, you're so cool. I'd be like, what do I give? What am I giving? When I was in
high school, the girl was like, you always gave the B word. Like, I'm like, but then she would never talk though. She's like, when we're in the hallways, you got your head down. I was like, I'm getting to class. I'm probably late.
In your own
I'm probably late to where I got to go. I'm trying to sit there. And so when we started talking, she's like, you actually are really cool. And I'm like,
you got treated like that in college too.
Oh yeah, I did. And a lot of them girls, we are friends on Instagram, and I'm liking your stuff, you liking my stuff. Yeah, I will hype a girl up.
Me
like all they want. Like, you see what was that yellow the other day? I said, girl, you look like you.
That's crazy. I got a lot of compliments in that.
You was looking good in that. Yeah, she was looking cute.
And I was not feeling my hair. I was like, it just be so funny. And it was funny because I felt like God knew, and he said people, so many people just complimenting me on that. I'm like, well, okay, yep. But I definitely, I'm like that too. I don't even have to know you. Yep. And a stranger down the street.
I can be anywhere. Like, people always say, whenever we somewhere, Danny gonna make a friend. She gonna make a friend. I will come down
like the same person.
Look who I found. Yeah, they like this too.
Yeah.
Like, they
can understand this. People be mad at you for like being like that. Yeah. I remember one time I was out in Cincinnati, like before I moved to Cleveland. And I was like real big at home for making wigs. And this girl came up to me in the club like, are you Sippy? I just wanted to tell you, like, I really like your wigs. And I was just like, thank you so much. Like, I'm the kind of person, that kind of stuff really, like, it makes my day. I never felt like, girl. And the people I was with was like, she was on your team. And I was like, see, that's why people don't come up and say stuff to people or tell people how they really feel, because people like you make comments like that.
And I'm like, how was she on my team or being thirsty or any of that? She was coming showing genuine love.
Yeah, and it was funny because then after all of that, she got on Facebook later that night and made a post like how I was so nice and stuff, and that's why I just pay to be a good person.
Yes. Oh my God.
You know,
to be a good person.
But it was like, girl, you made my night.
Right.
You made our night, girl. Like, no step in my step. Exactly. And that's why when I have those moments, like even when people send me texts or stuff like that, I'll post it to try to inspire somebody else.
Yeah. And when that can get misconstrued sometimes.
Yeah. Like, oh, I know. I can tell. Because I just did it the other day. Yeah. And you could just tell, like, it just be great.
It's crazy, baby. I always feel like, you know, that is someone else's reality in their projection.
Their insecurities,
onto you. Like, but that's one thing I getting older too, is just like,
yeah, you noticed that.
Yeah, like, you know what they used to say, because like, it's funny because like there's like always those sayings that you just don't understand until you get older. Like, whatever they're saying is a reflection of them. Like, it got nothing to do with you. I'm like, no, they said it about you. Like, no, but they said this though. Like, that's something to do with me. Yeah. Then when you realize what they're saying and what that even means, is like, you're seeing it from your lens, your reality, whatever you got going on with you. It's how you're viewing everything else. That is not my view. Exactly. I'm seeing this as genuine love and support, this and that. You seeing it as somebody hating, like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Or somebody flexing, trying to be better. This is like, no. Yeah. There's no inspiration. Motivation. So you keep going at it.
Yeah.
And that's why, too, like, when you get older, that's why you just realize, like, it's important to really be around like-minded people. Like,
yes, girl.
I don't got no friends for real.
No, and that type of, no, for real, because there's that little trait in people, you know what I mean?
And people be cool and then it just, it's come out.
No.
It's very hard to hide.
I'm an open-minded person. I am not afraid to unlearn, to relearn, to shift my perspective. Oh, it ain't that. Okay, it's this. Okay, cool. I don't hold grudges.
That's the Libra in you.
I'm just listening. I'm just here Libra. I'm out here vibing.
The Libras are really good people.
Thanks.
I like to think that.
I like to think that. Yeah, I feel like when you get on our bad side, like,
ooh,
I'm sorry.
Like, it's something.
No, you did something. Like,
in the build up.
You did. I am so, like, I try to be, not even try to be, I am, like, so non-confrontational. Like, I do not like being into it with people. I had to, like, literally learn as an adult. Like, when I get into it with people, I have to learn, like, first of all, relax. Like, I feel like, girl, I'm like, my mom love to crash and bury my boo. Wait.
That's like, a true feeling. I hate that. And it's funny because I didn't used to be scared of the smoke. I was not ducking out. But now I don't like confrontation. I don't even like when I got to tell somebody that they did something.
I'd rather just,
that is so
like,
crazy.
let it go. Like, my unbotheredness might be toxic right now because I'm like, it's okay. I ain't gonna let it bother me. Like, girl, it bothers you, obviously. Say something. But I'm just, like, in a space where I'm like, it ain't worth all of that. Like, if it ain't
just be knowing with certain people, like,
how to turn out.
And that's like the person, I'm gonna get mad, so I'm just gonna.
I'm not beating no damn how they going their way, you know. You make it the first 10 times, then this 11th time is not going to make a difference.
And I think people think I'm toxic because my new trait is like, I'll cut you off, I won't say nothing. You ever seen that meme when it be like the person faded? Yeah, that's me.
You just going back.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we older now, and sometimes people do not take accountability. Like,
people do not be
accountable. And like,
it can be hard sometimes, but if you're wrong, you're wrong.
You are.
I don't care who you are.
Now, I feel like sometimes with certain people, there are the things that happen. I'm like, well, what did I do? Like, I genuinely want to know, like, maybe I did something.
I don't even know.
I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to cut you off or something that, first of all, I know people know how they move and how they do. So, you know, and I'm the kind of person, like, if someone ever feels a type of way toward me, what did I do? I am down to have a conversation because 9 times out of 10, I'm not moving with no ill intention. You know, like, I'm moving with pure positive intention. So if I rubbed you the wrong way, just know that was not my intention.
Right.
If you want to cut me up after that, cool. I would be sad, but
I'll be okay.
I'll be okay with knowing that I let you know it wasn't. That wasn't no, you know. Yeah. But some people just move foul on you, and then play crazy when you find out,
or when you don't want to, like, you know, with them
deal with it no more. Mm-hmm. And you know,
now you wrong.
Now you gotta sit with that. You gotta deal with that. How you deal with it?
I'm not dealing with nothing I don't want to deal with. No. And nobody should. Nobody should not feel real.
Don't do it. Don't do it. This life is short. My friend was telling me the other day, like, life is short. This is your life. Do what you exactly what you to do.
Exactly. And you got to train people how to treat you.
Yeah.
Like, I believe that. Yeah, it's been a piece of hair that's been in my eye.
I've been struggling.
Yeah. I just got to say it. Oh, my God. I think I got it. I think I got it.
You got it?
I think I finally.
Your eye watering now. I saw you here.
It's okay. We gonna rock out with our cocks out. Okay, so what's a book, movie, or podcast that had a big impact on you?
Man, right now,
you did just say you was reading.
Yeah, 4 Agreements. I forget who the author is for this epic book, but it was something about being a successful leader. Mm-hmm. And it's had a huge impact because like I said, I'm a director of operations for a company, and we have a lot of younger people coming up underneath of us.
Yeah.
I'm now responsible for, like, a lot of big meetings. Like, the other day, Lucas couldn't come to a meeting with me, so it was just me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was prepared for it because I'm like, I'm a leader.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a successful leader. I know how to talk to people. I'll let you know what the book is called. It's been on my story. I'm gonna send it to you so you can put it in the chat too.
Okay.
Okay. But it's a small little book I got from Barnes and Noble. It was talking about how to be a successful leader, and there's so many. I love like self-help books. I love books that's like, you know, you can like chapter for chapter kind of like go through it, take notes, like, you know, just self-help. So it was really useful, really helpful, especially like in my role right now. Yeah. So I just not like right now more than anything, I just want to learn and grow and be better in my role. Which you like, yeah. So I don't know everything at all. I haven't ever been no director of, and like I've been a director of a daycare before, but I've never had to sit in big rooms with men or owners of companies. And, you know, like it's crazy. So I want to make sure, but then as a young Black girl,
you want to make sure you come in with the facts and got your ducks in a row.
And I want to, even just those things people don't talk about, just like your poise and the way you do speak, it just not giving out all the sauce sometimes, you know, keeping some stuff for yourself. Like I said, I'm an open book, so I was just giving, but you can't do that. They will, and then we're valuable. I'm valuable. My knowledge is valuable. So if I give it all to you in the meeting, then what you gonna pay me for? Like, so learning to be, you know, that book taught me about, you know, just business, like how to learn to be a successful leader in business, because
this book sounds good.
Baby, I'm sending it to you. It sounds good. Yeah, I just gave it to my boyfriend, like, now you read it.
Right.
And that's my thing now. I always start giving people books, like, read this. Like, it's good.
That's
read
stuff.
So yeah, and then it's so funny. I do podcasts and I do things like that, but I don't listen to a whole lot of podcasts. I know. It's crazy. I know. I need to get back on my thing.
I'm so surprised.
I know.
You listen to my podcast?
I do. I was. Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
She listens to the prosperity part.
But it's easy to hear yours though.
Oh, thank you. Like sometimes I wonder, like when we was talking off camera, you was talking about like sticking to like trendy. Mm-hmm. And you was like, you don't want to get too deep and stuff. I was feeling that way, like, dang, do I be getting too deep? Because I was feeling that, like, it was funny you said that, because I have been feeling that way, too. Mm-hmm. So I always, like, I have a note in my phone of, like, just different topics. Yeah. And when I'm done with them, I just, like, check them off. But I'm like, I was thinking that, too. Like, I want to stay relevant and not always be super deep. I be feeling like some of my episodes be real deep. Yeah. But it'd be like, I got to get this off.
I know. But real. Like, we feel the same way sometimes, like, there's so much deep stuff to talk about.
No, it really is, especially right now.
Yeah. So, but trying not to just, I feel like enough of us are talking about all the deep stuff.
That's true.
There are times when I think it's necessary to talk about that stuff, but then there's other times I just want to keep it light for real. I want to have fun, girl. I want to laugh, like
be relatable.
Yeah, like we do like a live show, so we have it's so fun. We have an audience, like our chat. You know, they're live. They're talking to us. So, you know, there have been really good conversations about deep topics that you had with them. And our chat will give us like great perspectives. Yeah. But then there's other times where we just want to have fun and play games or give giveaways. Like that's fun too. So I think it's just a balance. Like, you know, touching on topics that like are passionate about or maybe even need talked about. But then just being a platform that is, you know, positive and like, that's again, there's a lot of there's enough of those like
you're right.
You know, so facts. But find your niche, you know, find what works for you. Like that's what everybody does. I don't work for you. Me and Lucas have humongous personalities, so it just works. Like we bounce off of each other. We just goofy, laughing, joking. Yeah. And I think, you know, we're ourselves most of the time, and I think that's what people they want. You know, that's what they want. So we can have the deep conversation, but I think, you know, those fun moments. I'm a Libra though, so like, you know, I like a little bit of both. Yeah. I like a little bit of both.
Be a little serious. For real. No, I would feel like that's when the other what's your partner's sign?
He's a Virgo.
Oh wow.
Baby.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
It seemed like y'all it works.
It works sometimes. Sometimes it get on my nerves, but
I think that's
that's
anybody in your relationship. Yeah, the whole house be on my nerves.
Oh my goodness. I'm having a ditty day.
So how do you be feeling like being the only girl? Because you're the only girl in the house, right? Me too. How do you feel like being their own
It's
girl? This is
funny.
so off topic. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's so funny. I have, so I said I birthed my 6-year-old. I have a bonus baby. I call him my bonus son. How old is he? He's 11. And I've met him older, but he was like 2.5, 3. Yeah, diapers, shoes on the wrong feet. So you probably do feel like that's your son. It's my bonus baby. Like, it's all been through so much. But I love him like my own. Like, tell me,
Oh, that's so sweet.
So it's funny because he's growing into his own little man, his own little self, And so you asked me, what's it like being the only girl? Girl, they jumping that man for me. They is jumping my boyfriend for me like the other way. What did he do? He did something, had me, and I was like, did y'all just see what he did to me? They came around the corner like, yeah, we seen it. They got to fighting and whatever, jumping, and I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
That's so cute.
yeah, I gotta say I'm leaving for Atlanta next weekend, and my youngest was like, "No, you're leaving." So it's just
You going on a girls' trip?
well, yes and no. I'm going to do content for Lucas's wife. So if you don't know, let me put this in there real quick. If y'all know anything about the bookmark, the bookmark is like a purse bookmark. My girl, her name is Karim. She's the author, a clothing designer, but she designed this bookmark and it went viral on TikTok.
I think I seen it.
Viral, okay? I mean, like millions of views, tons of orders.
That's crazy.
So she was invited to the Black Romance Book Festival in Atlanta, and she asked me to come to do content with her. All the fans paid, I think paid to go. So I'm like,
I get those type of opportunities.
and you know what? You will. This one kind of fell
Fell
off.
in your lap, yeah.
You know,
That's what's up, yo. And you gonna become though. Cause somebody you know.
Right. But I would love, to get a gig like that just comes from someone. It'll be great.
Come with
Okay,
He's got both
here.
here. I mean,
I can't wait.
that's that type of that's the type of like deals I want, especially being a content creator. But now I'm a wife and a stay-at-home mom.
Are you?
I'm a stay-at-home mom because I'm an entrepreneur, so it's already at home.
Right.
But yeah, like I stay at home with the kids, so I would love to have that type of opportunity. Like I've always liked to travel, but now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, that is really like my getaway.
Yes, like with Lucas Life, we do a lot of like red carpet experiences.
Yeah, I be seeing you do like you be out in the field.
Yes.
I would love to do that, Jack. Outside of my podcast, I feel like I have the personality to do that.
Those are the kind of things that like I said, Black Tech Week when we went. We went to Black Tech Week last year, and we were sponsored to go by an organization in our community called Stark County Minority Business Association. They had a sponsor to give a few tickets to go to the Black Tech Week, and we were chosen to be. So we were able to go to Cincinnati for all expense paid. Yeah, shout out to Cincinnati. Kiki Park gonna be there this year. Hopefully I can go again.
When is Black Tech?
July. It's the week. It's a week in July. It's a week in July.
I need to see because I need to go. I know to be there this year.
It was so good. Like when we went, it was kind of like we didn't know what to expect, and especially as people in media, I'm thinking I did not think it was. I was just going for the vibes. I know what it was gonna be, but I was just going. You know. And when we got there, we was like, "This is for us. Like this is the vibe. This is like this is for us." We feel like we need to come back next year and like be doing interviews and all types of stuff. But it was so fun. But things like that, I think it's such a blessing to be able to do the work that I do and then be able to go in these places for free and be able to be in those main round. And I'm like I said, I'm from Canton, so we have the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and we have Hall of Famers that come in our enshrinement, and they come in and they get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and all these celebrities, and it's one big moment that happens in our city, and we're able to be a part of it now. We get passes to get in certain things for free, and I'm just like, this ain't rainbow guy.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm love to hear that. I really love to hear that.
Thank you. But you're gonna be able to say
thank you. I want to. I guess I just need to start.
Put yourself out there more.
I don't have a problem doing that at all. I think it's sometimes living somewhere where you're not from. It's like I don't know.
And it's even better.
So I hate people all the time.
But go to different places and just pull out your microphone like, hey, Prosperity Podcast.
Yes, like I said I was going to do it when I was in Miami, and then I forgot my mics. See, but I'm going to try when I go to Atlanta. They got my friends out there in this.
At Black Tech Week, and that's what his content, one of his questions, he asked everybody there, what are you healing from? So he was a,
That's a good one.
yeah, he was a, shout out to Nigel. He was let's get this, he was a Black Love major. He got his PhD in Black Love. What? So I was like, where you come from? So that was his question to somebody. Yeah, so that was his question to everybody, and that was his content for that week. Is where are you healing from? So he got all these people to answer that question. You know what I mean? So I think that is really nice and easy because, like, when me and Lucas do interviews, we have to, think of questions to ask. It's sometimes different, your research. You do your research for sure. Yeah. And some things are on the fly. But to get started, to just ask that one question, like, so that's, for, all the things, because you get all different there's questions, all different. I like that. Yeah. So pretty cool. Stuff like that, like, what are some questions that you just want to ask to get yourself comfortable, acclimated, like, poof, whatever.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, do that. Talk about that.
Yes. Shout out to you, Nigel. Black Love. That's excellent. Yeah. So my last question that I wanted to ask you is, what's next for you? Like,
so I had made a post on my Facebook, and I said that I think I'm finally walking in my purpose because I made this joke, and I said it earlier. You said like a cheater girl. I said I was the fifth member. Like they don't know. When I was younger, I used to always sing and perform, and like at my birthday party, they used to make all my family sit down and listen to me and my friends. We had a whole dance routine. We would sing, and then I went to school to be a teacher. And I remember my senior year, I was pregnant with my son, and I was just sitting in my counselor's office. I think I was probably crying. But I was like, I don't want to be a teacher. Like, but dang, I'm already a senior. Like, but I don't want to be a teacher. I still graduated and I was, teaching, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. But I still believe that I wasn't supposed to be a teacher. And it hit me, now that I'm doing media and doing podcasts, I was able to sit on a women in business panel, and I was able to speak about the things that I'm doing and teach from my perspective. And I think after that it clicked that, what's next for me? To be on these stages, to be on these platforms, and to be able to speak from experience, to be able to speak from the things that I've been through, things that I've learned. It's still learning, and even within this media thing, like, I was speaking to those women just about, becoming an influencer or stepping out of your comfort zone and getting on social media and what that looks like, and answering questions. What do you do if someone's in your comments and they ain't the nicest? Like, just speaking from experience. And I'm like, after that panel, women are coming up to me like, thank you for talking about this. Thank you for saying this. I learned this, and that. I'm like, dang, like, the little old me. But I got in my car, and I was just thinking, like, this is what I was supposed to be doing. I sat here and was singing to my family and wanting to be on the stage. And I think it's all coming together, And teaching, but they all played a part. Exactly. So I think what's next for me is continuing to be on these stages, continuing to speak. I have a story. We all got stories. But speaking from my experience as a woman, as a young mom, as just daddy, and being able to just spread that light and share what I'm learning on this journey, because I always say this all is a journey, not a destination. So there's always something to learn. There's always something to get. So I think what's next for Danny is continuing to do what I'm doing within my space, but then growing and being able to just, again, teach from the things, my experience, and just continue to spread light and continue to make connections like this and come to our podcast and talk to girls like you. So that's what's next, is me just continuing to live in my purpose, live in my truth, and I call it my daddy thing. I'm doing my daddy thing.
I like that.
Yes.
I love that. You should write a book.
I know. I gotta get with my girl ChatGPT and talk about that. And you ain't use a ChatGPT.
Oh, I love ChatGPT.
You use that's my girl. Like, I done gave her a gender and everything. That's my girl.
He a teen.
I listen. At Black Tech Me too. There was a girl talking, and she was like, ChatGPT works for me, and I ain't never unheard it, because I said I'll pay for pro. So I pay $20 a month.
She got the personal pay.
She
is your ChatGPT.
Yes. So she is my personal assistant. She helps me with all types of stuff. But it's a great tool to use, especially
it is. It's just if you just need some quick advice. Like, it is.
It's my personal.
It be helpful. So for real, I was a ChatGPT. Okay. We get too this is the word. Not comfortable. I don't know. I feel like we be relying on it too much.
And I try
watch Daddies.
I do.
Did you see that they said summer?
Oh, yo, God, yeah. I think somebody else gave that. I think somebody on the team gave her that and then told her to post it. I don't think she even
did that.
Got ChatGPT. I don't know.
Yeah, because she's so ignorant.
I know, man. That thing gonna get it. That's another conversation for real. But no, I use ChatGPT literally as like an assistant, as a tool. Like I don't use it to like do my work for me. Like I will argue back, like, no, don't do that. I mean that this way. Yes, I do that because we are college educated women, so we know, and we could write papers all day long. We could do it all day long, but it's definitely helpful. It's helpful.
I feel like, can you shorten this?
Yeah.
I even sometimes ask them to help me with my episode descriptions for my.
I tell everybody, like we
talked about this.
Yeah, so we do a podcast where I'm like, listen, tell it what your main gist and ideas are going to be, and what you want to hit on. It just helps you to just organize and structure it. Like
sometimes it'll word something way better than what I was going.
Yeah. Like you meant that, but you just didn't have maybe the vocabulary
to keep it real. One of my friends rubbed me the wrong way. And I know sometimes I could come off a little. I know sometimes, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes I can perceive this her way.
Yeah.
I try GBT, dog. Yeah, like, can you say this?
Yeah, this. I got an email one time saying, now listen, I don't like what she said, but I want to make sure that when I respond to her, is it still in a professional way?
Yep.
But get my point across too. Yeah. Because I didn't like that.
But so,
especially sometimes, when you're in the moment, your emotions get to just going. And I have a 24-hour rule. I'm like, if I'm mad about it, I'm going to sit on it for 24 hours and not come back to it. But sometimes in business, you got to get that to somebody right now. So I'm like, girl, she done made me mad and said this, but help me, probably love her head in a professional way, be professional and responsible. And I still mean those things. Like, it's just, yeah.
No, it definitely helps out. It do. It really do. Whoever made that, shout out to them.
AI, artificial intelligence. It's like, it's so helpful. So helpful.
So, is there anything you want to say before we,
Well, first I want to say thank you.
Of course.
Of course. It was on the worry.
And you have to come back. I could do like a topic, something fun.
Yes.
You could do whatever you want to do. I'm down.
Yes, I would love that. This was so fun.
Yes, it was refreshing.
Yes, I love having these kind of conversations. I was excited to have a little girl talk.
Yes, me too. I'm always excited for I guess all interaction.
Exactly. We live in the house with these boys, married gay.
They be just like, I'm like, did you hear me?
Right, no, they ain't get it. I'm like, okay. Get it. But my final thoughts, as like I said, as an entrepreneur, my business, the Tree Body Company, stay true to yourself, right? Show up as you, no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what the societal view of that may be. Show up as you, your authentic self, like don't try to fit in, don't try to be what somebody else wants you to be. I think the most fulfilling thing is, being yourself and not being afraid to unlearn and relearn new things, shift your mindset. There was a book I read too that said, a lot of us think that when we're kids, we stop growing because our body stops growing. But that's not the reality. We have to continue to grow. We have to continue to grow, pour into ourselves and grow our mind, just grow, right? Spiritually, mentally, all of that. So never stop growing because there's so much more to know. There's so much more to ways more. So keep growing, stay true to yourself.
I like that.
Yeah. Again, but thank you for allowing me to come.
Of course. Thanks for coming on. Yes. You was on time.
I was like a minute late. I turned
Wayne was on time. I pulled up dang near right after you. When I text you, I was just pulling in.
Yeah. I saw you there.
And where can they find you? Where can they follow you at? Shout your Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the screen.
My Instagram is your host, Danny. You can find me there. I'm also really active on Facebook. So he's Danielle Williams on Facebook. But your host Danielle on everything on TikTok, on Instagram. Threads is like where I real low key. That's where I'm my real self. So if you follow me on Threads, I'm out Threads. Like you gonna see what they see the real. But
Follow Lucas Live Media.
yes, Lucas Live Media. Please.
Yes.
We are transitioning from a news show to talk show, and
We are on a talk show.
please, we love that. So what we're doing is like guest hosts. We used to have just guests come in for like maybe 20 minutes, but now we're doing guest hosts. So you're gonna come and stick with us for the whole show. Yeah. So June 6th is we are relaunching. So make sure y'all tune in. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn. Up here, you'll catch us there. June 6th, we do a morning show, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure y'all tools here and follow my girl, support my girl.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
It was a pleasure.
Of course.
Oh yeah, did we even tell them how we knew each other?
Man, I don't think we did. We just jumped right in. Like,
So before we wrap this up,
mm-hmm.
me and Dale went to college together.
Look at that.
And we stayed in contact.
Yeah.
So shout out to us.
Real recognized.
No, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave your girl a 5-star review because I deserve it and I will greatly appreciate it. And that's all for this time. See you guys next time. Bye.